Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Wenatchee, Washington.
Woohoo!
Or as I call it, Waka Waka. Good morning, Hudson, Wisconsin. Good morning, good old Minneapolis. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to Wenatchee's favorite resident, former resident, Shane Wells, everyone.
I don't think I'm the favorite, but thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Shane, now, I got to tell the people, I fibbed on him. I fibbed to him. I did a promo. You might have seen it. We said here yesterday that Kendall was coming back today.
Yeesh.
You're not that. You're obviously you.
No, I think the kidnappers were releasing her today so she could get back tomorrow. It was our mistake. She's gone through today. We thought she was going to be back today, but she's still enjoying her vacation. So one more day with you. Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're stuck with me.
We get to stretch it out, have a little more fun.
I know. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good today.
How are the kids?
They're at school.
Oh, school?
I think they're good.
I love how you're just, they're fine.
They're good, I think.
My
How are
kid.
the dogs?
Oh, thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I need everyone around, I think 11 today, do a little prayer circle.
Oh, no.
Biggie's at the dentist today.
Ooh.
My little French bulldog.
How does Biggie do going to vet, dentist?
Not well.
No,
Biggie. No, he has, the Frenchie's had the little smushed mouth, the little smushed face, and he has two little teeth that need to be pulled.
Oh, he's getting his teeth pulled?
He's getting two little teeth, a little Frenchie teeth.
He's gonna be like a little homeless dog.
A little, yeah. He's gonna look like Oliver, a little orphan. So, but he has a little infection. So, yeah. So he's at the vet. So everybody, just think of Biggie today.
Can you get him some implants?
I think so. I'm gonna get him
just
some veneers.
Really big white veneers.
Giant chiclet teeth for the Frenchie. They'll be made fun of in the dog park. You have some big teeth, Mr. Big.
It's an expensive mouth.
I know. Well, believe me, expensive little vet visit. I was like, oh, I coughed when I thought of the bill. I'm like, oh my goodness.
It gets you.
Yeah. But it's worth it. I mean, the vets are worth it. They take good care of you. They take good care of the boys, and I appreciate them. We have good vets that are partners of our show. Good. Hey, now I'm bummed.
What?
Now I'm bummed. I follow, now don't laugh. You ready? Okay, laugh a little bit. I follow a couple sites, couple Dallas, the TV show fan clubs.
Not like Dallas news sites.
No.
Okay. And
I saw a headline yesterday that really bummed me out. Bummed me out more than poor Biggie. And that is, the Dallas Morning News is reporting that Southfork Ranch is close to being sold. Here's a picture of my friend group. Here's us traveling to the ranch last August. If you don't know, if you're not my age, Southfork Ranch is the home of the Ewings from the television show Dallas. It's my favorite TV show. It means more to me than 50% of the people in my life. And I hope it doesn't get demolished.
I was just going to say, so you don't know what selling it means. You don't know like who bought it.
No, we don't know. We don't know. The Dallas Morning News, which, because it's a convention center.
Yeah.
It's a tourist destination in Dallas. Checked with their real estate sources, and there seems to be a contract, a selling contract on the books.
Oh, I hope they don't raise it and put in like a subdivision.
Can I just tell you?
Should I even say that?
No, don't say it. It's fine.
Okay.
This isn't hyperbole, and I'm just going to warn the bosses right now. If there's news that it's going to be demolished,
don't chain yourself to a tree.
I'm going to be chaining myself. I'm leaving here. I'm flying to Dallas, and I'm going to chain myself to the gates of Southfork. And if you think Shane, how well do you know me? Do you think I'm kidding?
I do not.
I'm not kidding. You're going to have to do the show. Eric's going to have to, photographer Eric's going to have to get his Zoom. He's going to have to get a little backpack, a little camera backpack, because I'm going to be doing the show from the fence at Southfork. I'm not going to let it get demolished.
Boss Mim is on the phone right now with the developer in Dallas to make sure this doesn't happen. She can't lose you.
No, I will do the show. I'm not going to let it get torn down. I will be like Miley Cyrus in that Wrecking Ball video. I will jump on the Wrecking Ball.
It's going to look different, though.
What?
I think it'll look different when you ride the Wrecking Ball.
I hope so. Here's, all joking aside, if those people are watching or eventually watch this on the internet, please don't. It's a piece of pop culture. Build your little tacky subdivision around it. Keep that as a tourist destination. Put your little homes to the right of it, to the left of it. Do not tear down South Fork. Do not tear down that house. Again, I will chain myself to the fence.
It's a piece of history. The house should stay.
Thank you,
At the very least.
At the very least. Let's get going, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. Okay. We briefly mentioned this yesterday on the show. Dolly Parton has told the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, thanks, but no thanks. In a very classy post, he kind of rolled control.
Yeah.
She must want to be wrong, but the clip go quick. Rock and roll should be called break. Now. This try part this no, this is that no cameras that carry. Should I? Okay. I. She's movie. The fact can
he is that's right. It's he dropped love why and part they call
yeah.
look through the squiggles.
Yep.
She looks
looks great.
even during our technical technical difficulty, she looks amazing.
I don't know if there's a more likable celebrity. Her, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yep.
Both affable. Yeah, you're right. She's
you really
Sandy.
Can't, like, how could you not like them?
Have you ever met a mean Sandy? Think of just the name. Have you ever met a horrible person named Sandy?
I don't know a lot of Sandys.
I know a few. They're all delightful.
Okay. But it's not just the name, it's her.
I know, but it's Sandy Bullock. How can you dislike someone named Sandy? I'm sure. Now watch, we're gonna get.
Yeah.
Please
don't
email Ted
far.
and Jeff. I'm sure someone's gonna write. I had a horrible ex-wife named Sandy. Don't. Yeah. I think we're back. Look at this.
Whew.
I think I looked better.
Oh, thank you.
I think I looked better through the squiggles.
It hurt focusing on that.
It did kind of hurt.
Yeah.
Hi to all 7 of you still here. Where the hell's the remote? I don't like him anyway. People are looking for a reason to turn. We have a lot more to come. Should I go to break now, Ted? Let's go to break. We're going to take a break. We're going to reset some things. Leo is going to take a shower because he's been sweating, and we'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. The dish isn't done. Coming up next.
I'm questioning everything, and
you've heard about it.
what I'm about to say is not going to be easy to hear.
Probably read about it this morning. But what the heck happened on the first part of the Bachelor finale? Ted knows. Then, I always love spotlighting great new places that I think you should try. And today... Wait. The store started as a cookbook. It's a shop that I did not want to leave. I wanted to spend a lot of money there, and you will too. Candles, clothing, and camping. And have you ever wondered why cats are rarely in movies and TV shows? There's actually a reason, and we'll tell you when we come back. I know you're concerned. I just want you to know we have everything under control. We found the source of the problem, Shane. We found it. Engineer Ricky's electric blanket blew a fuse in the engineer lounge. We fixed it, though. It's all good. Welcome back. Clayton is down to his final 2, but before he introduced his two finalists to his parents, he had to come clean. It was billed as the rose ceremony from hell. And for once, The Bachelor actually delivered on their over-dramatic promo. Look.
Kind of shattered into pieces at the moment. And I'm questioning everything. And really, the person that's standing in front of you right now is not the person that you were last with. What I'm about to say is not going to be easy to hear, but it's going to be very transparent, and I owe it to you all. I was in love with each of you two. I am in love with both of you. And I also was intimate with both of you.
So gross. Clayton spilling all the dirty secrets, and the women are stunned, and so are we. It was part 1 of the 2-night Bachelor finale. Clayton choosing transparency, even if it means he could end up alone forever, eaten by cats. He was able to get things back on track, or was he? We'll find out, because once again, it's time for 37% of America Loves Ted. Joining us from Bachelor headquarters, home of Engineer Ricky's electric blanket, Ted Johnson.
He's very toasty right now.
Is he? Do you smell smoke in there, Ted? Is everything okay?
It's either his electric blanket or his coffee maker. I don't know what it is.
Can I ask you, how's Leo doing? Director Leo okay?
Leo's okay. We're all emerging from our blackout.
Perfect. Okay, we saw the beginning of that, Ted. I said in the tease, you know I don't watch this, but I read about this. It was on Twitter feeds of people that don't even like this show. How did those women take that news?
Not well. Not well.
Is that the end of your segment?
Okay, so kudos to The Bachelor for having this rose ceremony in a giant glass case, a cavern, if you will, because he tells them they both go off into their own little corners, and you can hear them crying simultaneously.
Oh.
So she's crying over here, and then he's still standing at his rose platform, his rose podium, and you can hear just tears, tears, tears. He's still stunned. He can't believe, how do I clean this up? And then Gabby is off in her corner, and she's crying. A lot of tears. And it was the rose ceremony from hell. It was painful to watch, painful for him to go through it. And I just don't know why he put himself in this position to begin with.
I was going to say, how can he be surprised, Theodore?
You know what he should have never told Susie, who is his favorite. He loves her the most.
Yeah.
He should have never told her what happens behind closed doors with the other women.
No.
Once he did that, he opened the floodgates, and now these women.
Did they forgive him?
It was a muted forgiveness. It was I know we signed up for this. I know, okay, all right. And Gabby said, well, okay, you love all of us. How are you going to know who's the right one? And he goes, well, the one I love the most. And she was like, not the answer I was going for. So he had to nudge her along a little bit more. But eventually, they met his parents. He was able to convince them, suck it up a little bit, come meet my parents. And so they met his parents, and the parents loved him, and there it is. They met the parents.
Okay, so he came to the revelation after they met his parents. He came to a revelation. Oh, you're crossing. Look at your body. Your body language changed.
So he convinced them to come back to the show. He convinced them, I loved her the most, but I still love you guys, and I want to explore it. So let's meet the parents. So he met the parents, and then after that, he was like, okay, but I still love Susie, who left me. And, well, the parents said what all of America was thinking. Take a look.
What I had with Susie was very, very special. And it's not to discredit what I have with Rachel or what I have with Gabby. I mean, you guys can clearly see that it's so special what I have with those women. But it just was a little bit more special with Susie.
But she didn't think so.
But Clayton, she left you. I mean, she didn't.
Mom, it's not that straightforward.
No, it is.
It's not.
It is.
You weren't there for it, and you don't.
Doesn't matter.
I think that the moment became too big for the both of us. I understand where she was coming from. I understand why she couldn't see past it. But I feel that, again, I stopped listening with Susie. It's not that she stopped. She was still talking. And I was the one that decided that I was done.
You're grasping at straws in my mind. That's done, gone in history.
How do you know?
No matter, I'm going to tell you because she made that choice to walk.
Ooh. Can I tell you, I said this to Ted off air, my favorite are cutaway shots of Mom. Oh. She is not having it.
No. Dad's not having it. No. Mom's not having it. And Clayton still seems to think that Susie's going to happen despite what his parents say.
No.
And so Jesse Palmer comes in.
What, like a Yoda? Like an Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yes. He's like, I think they're talking about Susie. So he knocks on the door. He comes in and he goes, Clayton, I have news for you. Susie is still in Iceland.
Oh.
So Susie has not left the country. So to be continued tonight, Clayton is going to try and win back Susie. This is it, right? Tomorrow, Ted, then we're done, right? Tonight is it. Tonight is it. Tonight we learn if Clayton will find love or if he will be single and heartbroken forever.
Ted, by the way, I look behind you. I think your computer's experiencing some technical difficulties as well.
It was a preemptive technical difficulties if we ran into problems.
Always prepared he is. Ted Johnson, everybody, thank you. You can watch the exciting finale of The Bachelor on another network tonight.
Can I just add she's in Iceland still because she probably couldn't leave with COVID restrictions? So now you have to do your 2 weeks.
Shane, how dare you ruin the illusion? How dare you?
Truth hurts.
The audience is going to be you're ruining the Bachelor illusion.
There is no. Don't believe anything they show you.
She couldn't get an upgrade for her flight. She needed to stay in Iceland.
Yep.
God, I hate that show. Next in the dish, the director of The Power of the Dog may have stepped in it during her, did I say Power of the Dog? Yeah. During her Critics' Choice Awards acceptance speech. Here's the deal. Jane Campion was talking about what it's like to be a female director and may have struck the wrong tone in her ad lib. Look.
And Venus and Serena, what an honor to be in the room with you. I've taken up tennis. I truly have, and Will, if you want to come over and give me lessons. I would truly love it. I actually had to stop playing because I got tennis elbow. and you know, Serena and Venus, you are such marvels. However, you do not play against the guys. Like I have to.
So, okay, it's cringy. It's cringy, but she apologized, and I don't think I hate, you know how I try, not even on this show when it's funnier if I come up with a snarky remark. I don't like when people think immediately the worst in me. I try to not think the worst in everybody. I don't think she meant anything horrible. She started her, because people like to just listen to what the bad part is. But she started with, it's an honor to be in the same room with you. She was trying, it was an ill-advised joke, because there is truth in that. It is scandalous how few female directors are honored by the Oscars or any of these awards. It is scandalous. So she made a joke, you're in the moment. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to give the woman the benefit of the doubt.
She was obviously spitballing, ad-libbing it, and maybe that was part of, you know, when you're nervous and you're all worked up and you say something and then you can't really take it back. But it was just seeing their faces too.
Oh, absolutely.
It really kind of made you like, oh gosh, walk it back. Because
let's be clear, those Venus and Serena could wipe the floor with men, women, aliens, anybody. You know, I don't want to think, it's so easy nowadays. Everyone just is waiting to think of the worst in people.
She apologized.
We have bigger fish to fry.
Sure do.
That's right. Next in the dish, Marisa Tomei was on Fallon last night, and the two talked about the movie that won her an Oscar 3 decades ago. Look.
I saw that yesterday marked the 30th anniversary of My Cousin Vinny, which is one of your great films that we all love. When you're doing that, when you do that movie, when you're filming it, did you have any idea it would be that big of a hit, or that you would win an Oscar, or?
No, I was just happy to have a job. I don't know. Who is the person who thinks, I'm going to win an Oscar?
Yeah.
What kind of cojones are you walking around with? Like,
but it became the biggest movie, ever. I think Vice President Kamala Harris said that's her favorite movie.
Kamala Harris?
Yes, that's her favorite movie. My Cousin Vinny loves it.
Really?
They teach it in colleges, in law school classes.
That I knew. That part I knew. Yes, many a lawyer have kind of used that line on me.
Did they ever ask you to come in and speak?
They asked me to come in and speak. They asked me other things. Yes.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah. You've been.
Oh, she looks fantastic.
She's like Sandy B.
Yeah. Marisa won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for that movie. And she is listed now, not anymore, but she's listed in the legend of the Oscar curse. Halle Berry, Marisa Tomei, right after she won the Oscar for My Cousin Vinny, her career plummeted.
Oh.
Like, she didn't get a role for many years. Now she's having a huge resurgence. She was fantastic in Spider-Man, all the Spider-Mans, which, by the way, the new one's available on digital today. Can't wait to watch it tonight.
Can't wait.
Whatever, Shane. But anyway, my favorite thing with Marisa was today in our pre-show meeting. It's just, Jeff's gone, Kendall's in Colombia or somewhere, and it's just Ted, me, and director Leo. And I love Leo so much. But Leo says, and we've counted one time, Leo says about 57 words a year in these meetings. 57, 62, somewhere around there. So today, Ted's going through the show, and he's like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, we'll have a technical difficulty. And then Marisa Tomei, and Leo goes, I had a crush on her in high school.
Hey.
It's like, not only did Leo speak, we got a Leo fun fact.
I like it.
Yeah, I had a crush on her in high school. I can see why.
Who was your high school crush again? The blonde gal.
Oh, Nicolette Sheridan.
That one.
Yeah. And Mitch Gaylord. He was a gymnast.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
We'll be right back. Google them.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back, the boys of the M House. I think this is my favorite intro that Ted has written today. You ready? Hi, welcome back. I'm an indoor guy. Thank you, Ted. And there's a store in the Twin Cities that celebrates nature. That is outdoors. But you don't have to go outside to enjoy their products. All kidding aside, yesterday I visited Scout in Edina. Take a look. You gotta love a store that has a book on cabin porn and its sequel. And it's not what you're thinking there, pervs. I like origin stories. So what was the origin for Scout?
Well, it kind of started as a cookbook, weirdly enough.
Wait. The store started as a cookbook.
My husband and I, John, we were like, we want to make a cookbook that's like outdoorsy. So we started doing that and kind of doing research, and we kind of realized we don't actually know how to do this. I mean, I like to cook. We both like to cook, but like.
But to take it to the next level,
of course, we decided to open an apparel store. Because my husband John has worked in retail for like 20 years, and he used to do men's vintage pop-ups under the name Scout. And so we decided, let's just do that.
Because I'm reading the window.
Yes.
Planet Positive, handsome boutique.
Yes.
But what does that mean to like Betty from Anoka watching? What does that mean? What is your kind of mission statement?
What that means is either the product is made out of organic and recycled materials, or they have manufacturing processes that are sustainable, like low impact dyes.
Practices that are good for Mother
Practices
Earth.
that are good for Mother Earth.
So everything in here, it's purposeful. It's not just, hey, this is a great pillow, let's put it in the store. The pillow, there's some research done basically on every product in here.
Yes.
And also, this is obviously important to me, this is a safe, queer space as well.
Yes, exactly. So that's part of the reason we call ourselves a handsome boutique. We didn't want to label ourselves as a men's store because, you know, no matter what your gender identity is, as long as you feel comfortable in these clothes, we want you to feel comfortable in our space and to just, you know, find something that you like.
I don't think I'll have any problem finding something that I will like. I was immediately drawn to the puffy blanket. Y'all know that my in-laws have a great cabin. It's really a lake house, but it's a cabin. And look at this. It even has a clip, this little puffy blanket, and you can put it around like a little cape. Okay, I was gonna try this on, but everything is very stylish in here and perfectly placed. I do not want to mess this up because then I'll feel guilty and I'll have to redo this for Ben. I can't do that. I like the t-shirt brand Canvas because I like the tri-blend t-shirts. So they have a couple here, feminist. I like a good pair of socks, look at that. And when I'm really bored in a meeting with executive producer Jeff, I have a vintage puzzle that I can start doing. I'm never bored in meetings with him.
Sorry, I've been so busy slaving over the Jason show all morning.
Congratulations doing your job.
Still waiting for him to do his.
This is the best thing ever. The Gay Candle Company did a little partnership with Scout, and these candles are just for them. This is Campsite candle. Poured for them, exclusively for them. It's really good. So if you have a camper and you're looking for a unique gift, give them this one. It's a gay candle. Only you can prevent forest fires. Listen to Smokey, put out the candle. I love a good card as well. And this is the perfect place to end because I just want to say, thanks a lot for shopping with me at Scout.
hire that person for a writer at the show.
It would be better than Ted. Now see, now I feel bad about my little Ted joke because he wrote a fun little intro. I'm an indoors guy. No, seriously, we don't often do stores, but I just love a good local place. It was one in St. Paul, there's one in Edina, and it's cool. I'm going back for that puffy coat thing. I want that. For details, go to scoutstp.com. We're going to take a break. I love you, Ted. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. Giant cat behind me. Well, it's time for a throwback. 3 years ago, some felines lurked onto the big screen. Look.
Because jellicles can, angelicals do. Jellicles do, angelicals can. Jellicles can, angelicals do. Jellicles do, angelicals can. Jellicles can, angelicals do. And you ride on a broomstick to places far distant. Familiar we condole with Beth and with Belle. Were you Whittington's friend? The Pied Piper's assistant. Have you been an alumnus of heaven or hell?
Well, there it is. The masterpiece that is Cats. It bombed at the box office, and that's putting it mildly, and currently has a rating of 19% on Rotten Tomatoes. There are Burt Reynolds movies that have better ratings than Cats. So you may be thinking...
It's right behind you,
that's
too.
It. That you may be thinking, why are you torturing us with that clip? Well, if you haven't noticed, real cats are never, ever used, or rarely used, in TV shows or movies. Listen to this. According to a Hollywood writer and producer, even trained cats are hard to work with. They cannot be coaxed into doing anything and often get spooked by a quiet set with dozens of people standing around. If they lurk in the background, then there's a continuity issue with multiple takes.
This makes so much sense.
Shane, I got to tell you, I read this and I went, I never thought of that. Now, and if you think about it, there aren't a lot of cats in ancillary scenes.
No. In fact, the only movie I can think of is that one with Melissa McCarthy. She has a pet cat that keeps getting loose. It's a funny movie. I can't remember what it is. Anyone? No?
Anybody? Anybody seen that?
No?
Abraham? Okay. No? Okay.
Sure. It's a great
one. But
no,
that went over well, Shane. Congratulations on that one.
Bombed. Anyway.
Yeah. No, but I thought, I'm like, oh, now look, I know what's going to happen. You guys are going to email the show, and you're going to, especially Phil, and you're going to give us 5 movies. I'm not saying never, but it's rare.
Yes.
It's rare.
Totally
and
rare.
now you know why.
Well, cats don't. They give 0.
Because think about it. If let's say we're doing a shot with you, okay? So the shot's a close up on you, and the cat is behind you on that shelf. It's going to be hard to get the cat to do that.
They don't sit and stay.
No, they don't care what you want. They are going to do what they want. All of this cat talk got us thinking.
It's the most cat talk we've ever had on the show.
Because here's the deal. I said this yesterday. Ted and I were laughing. I joke about it, but it's no joke. There are certain topics that we do not cover on the show because every time we do, we get inundated with sometimes unnecessary, hateful emails. Cats are one of them. Even if I make a simple little cat joke, I get horrible emails. And then we got emails after this story.
Didn't I book this for you?
This is all Shane's fault. Shane thought it would be a good idea to send Jeff, Ted, and I to the Cat Cafe in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
What Shane didn't realize was, and she didn't ask, was any of us afraid of cats, or were any of us allergic to cats? The answer to both of those questions are yes. And it made for a rather interesting shoot. Look. Hi. We usually have our Jason Show post-show meetings by either executive producer Jeff's desk or producer Ted's desk. But today, we're having it at a very special location, here at the Cafe Meow in Uptown. There are 14 cats in this room. How do I know this? Well, I'm allergic to the cats. Executive producer Jeff is allergic to the cats. Show producer Ted is allergic to cats. That cough you just heard a second ago is Ted's cough. And we've been in this room 2 minutes and 14 seconds.
So Thursday, Friday this week are the only like light days. So we have a food and wine person Thursday.
Is there like maybe, sorry, I'm trying not to touch my face.
My throat really hurts.
None of that was a joke.
And I have great news.
What?
They're opening a new location.
They are not, stop it.
Yeah.
They are?
I think it's in Robbinsdale.
We have to send Ted.
No, you all have to go.
Oh gosh, we should do it.
Because it was so uncomfortable to watch. You guys have never been so stiff in your lives.
Ever.
No one wanted to move.
Because Ted's a funny dude, you know, and Jeff's funny on odd days of the week. But Ted's funny. Ted, I knew something was wrong, and Ted was kind of new at that point.
Yeah.
Fairly new. We had just sent Carl to Dairy Queen at that point, and so I didn't know Ted real well. But Ted got real quiet, and then the coughing started. I'm like, oh, this is not going well. Then his little throat started closing up a little bit. I think we should leave. I don't think this is a bad idea. And can I tell you that it's just driving me crazy that one square right over there is a different shade of pink than the rest?
Oh, it is.
Isn't it?
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. I can actually really tell them that.
That's right.
The one you're all watching at home.
That's right.
Yeah, it really pops.
We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I just noticed that. It really shows up with pink.
Sure
That's
does.
lovely. You never know what you're going to learn in a commercial break. Right, Shane?
True story.
Yeah. We found out one of our delightful friends volunteers at the Cat Cafe.
And is adopted.
And has and there is a new location. Where?
New Hope.
New Hope. And
close.
And the one in I almost said the one in Oprah. The one in Uptown is still open. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Southern California loves their police chases, and the suspects never get away. But a recent chase almost defied those odds, and that is our late night rewind.
Here's another sign that things are getting back to normal-ish. Over the weekend here in LA, we had a police chase, and not just any police chase. This is one of the worst police chases of all time.
You can see it right there, the suspect trying to get into somebody's property or still trying to hide, but doing a very, very poor job of it right there. LAPD coming to a stop. Oh, come on, guys, he's right there. The officer's running right by him. They're going right by him. Angie, our pilot today, talking on O2, trying to tell the officers that this suspect is right there. And again, you just saw that. Oh my goodness, I just feel so bad for those officers making their way back now. It's the blue car. There we go. Somebody's getting the information. Somebody's got to be getting the information. Keep coming around, Ange. Keep coming around. Keep coming around. That suspect, unbelievable. We're watching this live. There you go. Some of those officers must be getting that information. There you go. There you go. And now that suspect going into custody. Wow. Wow. And they haven't seen him yet. This is unbelievable.
Oh my goodness. Right?
I thought he saw it when he looked in the car.
When he looked underneath.
Done, finally.
What's doubly funny is it's our friend, one of my best friends, Haley Hurst, is the executive producer of Good Day LA, and it is like, no pun intended, police chases are like catnip for that show for our friends over there at Good Day. They love them. The audience, like their ratings spike.
Well, even here, when there's a car chase, all of a sudden everyone's gathering around the monitors.
Yes.
Everyone's got to see what's going to happen.
Right. Well, there's so much hotness this morning that it's time to get out your clean Tupperware and heat up some leftovers. That's right. Look at this, Shane.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow. So fancy.
Kendall always comments on the hairy arm of the person holding. Yeah. I don't know who that was.
No.
First up, a new show is coming to Hulu, and the streamer just dropped the trailer. Look at this.
So how does it feel to be back?
We've had so much time off. We've kind of gone into our own worlds. I'm excited for this new chapter, and I've been in this game long enough to know that you just have to be yourself.
They're gonna like you for who you are, not what you wear. I'm just kidding, obviously.
My pregnancy is really public this time. I feel like we're being chased.
Tristan and I are complicated. Trust takes time. Travis and I want to have a baby.
How dare you? Ted slipped this in.
So he has to pay the jar, right?
He has to put money in the jar.
And here I thought we were going to talk about the new Amy Schumer show.
Oh, which one is that?
It's called like Life and Beth or something.
Oh.
With Michael Cera.
Oh.
It's hilarious. I was excited to see that trailer. Not that one.
No, way to go, Ted.
Oh,
so Ted's
so
going to be.
unlikable.
Thank you.
Ugh.
They're so unbelievably
Just
unlikable.
Be yourself.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Again.
Coming from you, that's rich.
Again, Kim Kardashian. Women work harder. Sure.
Just get up.
Sure, lady. Next in the dish. I'll look over here. Magic Johnson was a basketball star on top of the world until he was forced to retire early because, thanks in part because of his revelation that he was HIV positive. A new Apple TV Plus 4-part doc chronicles his career before and after baseball. Look at this.
First of all, let me say good after late afternoon. Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers.
Magic becomes a role model for those who were also afflicted with the disease.
To see somebody who has HIV on the dream team?
He drove me to be a better basketball player.
He's always thinking about the next move.
This is a movie complex built by Magic Johnson in the Crenshaw district of LA.
It's in the middle of the Bloods and the Crips. We can't have violence. I said, call the heads, I want to have breakfast. Okay, you sure now? I said, yeah.
Now he's doing no-look passes with real estate funds and franchises.
If you don't make a difference in the black community, that doesn't matter that you win a championship.
I said baseball, by the way. Shane reminded me, of course, it's basketball. I know better.
He'd probably be good at that, too.
I tried. He did, actually, yeah. Magic was very successful in business. He's worth more than $600 million. They Call Me Magic hits Apple TV Plus in April. Yeah.
That looks good.
Absolutely.
And I don't really know. I was a little young when all that happened.
Yeah.
I remember it, but I don't think I remember or how big this was.
I remember that press conference.
Do you?
Oh, absolutely, because it was again, that was back in the day, and look, there still is a stigma,
right,
sadly. But back then, we were 5-6 years into the AIDS epidemic and the AIDS crisis, I should say. And for someone of that notoriety, because it had been perceived as just a disease in the mid-'80s for gay men, for a person like Magic Johnson to contract HIV, it changed the game quite literally, and brought a lot of good publicity to research, really.
Right.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with a surprise goodbye and the shortest segment next. And no more Kardashians. No more.
Pay up, Ted.
Welcome back. Now, Shane, I'm just going to tell you, if this has the Kardashians, you and I are both leaving.
Done.
Okay, it's time for the world's shortest segment. One of the hit primetime shows of the year will be back for a second season. This is the show a lot of you keep talking about. Abbott Elementary will return. The show posted this note from the principal on social media. This is great. The show has drawn comparisons to The Office and is tied for the #1 comedy on TV. And again, as we said the last time we did a story on the show, when was the last time we talked about a network show like this? Way to go, ABC. We're going to take a break. What's in the surprise goodbye? We're going to find out when, well, let's hope it's not what we think it is. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, you ready, Shane?
So ready.
We don't know what he put here. It's time for the surprise goodbye. So, I have no idea. We have no idea what's in the segment until right now. Courtney Cox was on Hot Ones, and she was asked about Monica's favorite love interest while eating hot wings. Look at this.
Did you have a favorite or most memorable cameo from a Monica love interest between Tom Selleck, George Clooney, Jon Favreau, and Jean-Claude Van Damme? It's quite a roster. The tear's just a reflection.
Okay, well, Tom Selleck was the nicest and the tallest. Jon Favreau is the best director. He wasn't directing then.
How would you quantify the impact of shooting in
This is
front of a
actually
live?
not from the heat. I'm actually crying.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Why did you say that?
No. Tomorrow, the Cooking Mom's joining us, plus Ted's recap of part 2 of the Bachelor finale. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Thanks to Shane for hanging with us this week. See you tomorrow.